simple words, and they stir emotions and feelings across the entire state of Alabama, which can be felt and in many cases starts blood to boiling because rivalries like this define this great sport. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Auburn Tigers, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Auburn will kick it off to get things started. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The give. He breaks a tackle. These two rivals first played in 1893, but there was nearly a half-century, guys, when they didn't play each other because they got in a fight over, among other things, gate receipts.
Yeah, listen, I've been lucky enough to broadcast this game before, and I'll never forget being at Bryant-Denny Stadium and just feeling the energy. It was just completely different versus anything I'd ever seen in college football before. David, there's a different meaning to this game for both of these schools in the state of Alabama.
Yeah, it's just different because I think being in the state, like fans are around each other all year long. Players are around each other all year long. You know, the Iron Bowl is a civil war of hate between each other all year long, and they get to settle it on a big stage every year.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Now they'll try the right side. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
I understand the quarterback wants to get this dominant wide receiver the ball as often as possible, but I wouldn't try to get it to him in double coverage. I think you have to let the defense's coverage dictate who gets the ball. There was somebody else open on that play.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Toss to the left. Look out. He's got room. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Really nice run there. Listen, you know, modern-day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly, but, man, you think back to Bear Bryant in Alabama, doesn't it always seem like they've always wanted to establish the run game? They've always wanted to be physical. Bear Bryant would have loved this guy in his backfield. With his physical style of running, man, he fits that just perfect.
He'll get down to the 22 before going out of bounds.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Leaves it with the back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job. Nice scripted plays. Taking advantage. Strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up. Get a stop. Force him either to kick a field goal or get no points. And this drive is still a success.
The Crimson Tide rolled to that last first down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. He wants to change this route. From the red zone, looking for a man. Seems it complete to the right. Gotta get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. Don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. A quick out.
To watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. To the back. Oh, he's got some space. They stop him just a length or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Quarterback on the keeper. They knock him down, but not before he picks up a first down for Auburn.
It's so much fun watching this Auburn offense run the option with this quarterback. He's just so dangerous. Defenses don't know how to handle him. I mean, the days of turning around and handing off to Bo Jackson, man, those are gone. Especially with this guy right now. You've got a lot of different guys you got to keep your eye on when it comes to running the football, especially this dude in the option game.
Check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. That'll be a gain of about 7. Leaves it with 3rd and 3.
Listen, I'm going to move this guy. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him. Put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and lose him.
Noise down on the Saban field on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. He's still going. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Second down coming up. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Wants to go up top. Looking to scramble. Blasted as he lets it go. It's incomplete. I'll tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback. Your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB, scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with an avalanche.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Working on the right. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Now, anytime the ball goes in the air towards him, I feel like it's his. Like, there are no 50-50 balls. He just makes plays game after game, play after play, and you see him featured in this offense for a reason. He's one of the best in the country, not just at the wide receiver position, period. This guy's in the Heisman Trophy conversation as a receiver.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Rides the back on the option. The give. Touchdown, Tigers. Excellent pass by the back on the option. That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes
The extra point is blocked. He's got it, and he can go with it. The 40. There's the 20. And he takes it all the way back to the house, and just like that, the 2 gives him the lead right back.
I love the effort by the field goal unit. They don't just take the play off. They don't hang their heads. They rush the extra point. Look at that. Get their hand up, get a paw on it, pick it up, and take it all the way back for 2 points and gain some momentum for this defense.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes that Alabama offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of... Breaks it with it. And finally, out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. He's up to 94 yards on the ground as he gets closer and closer to that magical 1,000-yard mark for the season. Alabama comes to the line with a first and goal.
3 and 25.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they
16 would have been much better off to take the touchback. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that, dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
Leaves it with the back. Not a lot of room. It found its way ahead for two out to the 26.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
A big Remsen, high of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. Just going to keep it after the snap. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it, to try to get his offense some positive yards.
The Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Dumps it to the back. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And back to the air on 2nd down. Throws to the back. This time he's got it. Turning it on. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. First and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
This guy has a chance to bring home the Heisman Trophy this year because he continues to make plays week in, week out. Doesn't matter who's guarding him, what coverages you play. This guy finds ways to make plays for his offense.
They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I think the offensive coordinators over there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find what it is that makes this team go, that makes them tick, that makes them get 1st downs and then hopefully move the football.
Looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Auburn.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And they'll try to tack on 2. He's looking to throw. Under fire. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Give to the single back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that. got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Pressure coming. And the quarterback brought up 2 and sacked at the 12.
Yeah, that is a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Finds his man. It's close. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. First one of the day is on its way, and he's been sort of scarce around here, only called on 1 time in that loss last week. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. He'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So here comes the Auburn offense. They got a lot done through the air in the first half. They might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one. They're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Back to pass on 2nd down. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. He'll try to take it back. And now pulls in on him after a good return on the interception.
What a play by this defense. You got the offense backed up. You stay aggressive, break on the football, make a big play, and your offense is jacked up inside the 5-yard line with a chance to punch this in and get some points on the board.
On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going for it. And they had 6 more on the board, but it took the house. A quick strike, just as we expected.
And quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, it puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he's not going to take the touchback. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. They'll start this drive with a pass. Complete to the left. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Looking to the big tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Moves around to clear up the vision. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure. They able to sort of throw them out of rhythm.
The offense obviously trailing here in the second half. They're going to have to be able to throw the football effectively to come back in this game. But in order for that to happen, they have got to do a better job of it.
High ground. He's down on the second field on third down. Looking to throw again. He'll take the deep shot. And the ball is knocked away incomplete, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's sort this one out. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on fourth down.
Man, defensively, this is beautiful. You want them to be aggressive. You got to continue to get stopped. You got the lead. Now you give the ball back to your offense again with a chance to salt this away here in the second half.
Motion from the wide receiver. Quick pass on the fly motion. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Going to swing it on second down. Trying to... There he goes! He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
And that is such a gut punch for this defense because you're trailing in the game. You're trying to get off the field. You think you got the quarterback in the backfield for a sack, and he's able to escape scramble and go pick up the first down. That is a killer. If you're the defensive coordinator, you've now got to find more ways to get pressure on this guy and get him on the ground.
Wants to go up top on first down. Big guy smells it. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan, limiting him so far. That's only his second catch of the game.
He got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Quarterback may change this route. Trying to pound it in. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's fourth down. Fourth down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
They're going to throw it on third and goal. Into the end zone. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? before going out of bounds, and they are suddenly out of trouble.
Hey, guys, this running back's not just catching checkdowns or swing routes. You can get him vertically down the field and let him go to work, especially when you get man coverage. Take advantage.
On first down from their own 22. To throw on first down. It's picked up. 13th time he's done that this year. Touchdown, Tyler. This defense making a big play, putting it in the end zone.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, we've got a final from arguably the best rivalry in the sport. A game between Ohio State and Michigan. Ohio State found a way to pick up the W, and a win is a win. But this was not the type of convincing victory they've gotten used to in Columbus. Always interesting to see top 5 teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. He wants to throw it. Here's a heat. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Line getting set on second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to fire on second down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He'll try to do it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, just nowhere to go there. It started in the pocket. It was collapsing. Quarterback felt it, so he tried to get outside, make something happen himself, give the defense tons of credit. Excellent job in pursuit. They're able to give up no gain.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Turns it loose. And he throws another interception. His third of the night. Got some room to run. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football. Picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Alabama comes to the line with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. Next going for the goal line. Touchdown! And the punishment has been extended. The tide is rolling as Alabama starts to pull away from Auburn.
Yeah, and Alabama handling the moment. Obviously, we know they got great players, great tradition, but handling the moment in the Iron Bowl, big stage, a lot of hatred, doing a great job of handling all of that, Palmer.
And Alabama knew coming into this game, you just throw the records out when you're playing your in-state rival, Auburn. What matters is what you do on the field when that first whistle blows. And Alabama simply, in all three phases of the game, they've been better.
Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he's going to bring this one out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Here's the handoff. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza.
Here we go, here we go. Ready, set.
They'll move the tight end. To the air on second down. Bringing the heat. He's taking the shot. Makes the catch down the right side. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
Looking downfield on first down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's second down.
Military stun! Military stun!
Pulls it and fires to the left. 35, he's got room. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's first and 10. Hands it off. Cobb sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Second down, they'll go to the air. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this out practice, you think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. The short hands, it's roll. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Hauls it in for 1st down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And that can really take the wind out of a defense's sails when you convert with a 4th down completion.
Great chemistry there between the quarterback and his target. 4th down, you got to have it. You got to be on the same page, and they were there.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10.
Trick 9, B.
Wide receiver going in motion. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. The Tigers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
Well, it's a nice change-up call on offense because obviously in the 4th quarter, you're down by a bunch of points, and everybody in the stadium is expecting you to throw it to get back in the game. So you dial up the run play, and you get a huge gainer. Hopefully that can give this offense the momentum they need to try to scrape and claw back into this one.
Auburn comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Well, this is very interesting because now down here in the red zone, you know it's not going to be easy throwing it because the windows are small. Can they run the ball against the best run defense in the entire nation? This is as big a challenge as you're going to find offensively.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Back to pass. Buys a little time. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
That's kind of how their days come, right? Like they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number 1 for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. The offensive line's got to do a better job.
This is a big moment for this offense. You keep the ball this long, you have to finish the deal. 3rd and goal. They'll immediately call timeout. After a drive this long, a field goal would be demoralizing at this point. It's 3rd and goal. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. After this long of a drive, you have to cap it off with a touchdown, and here comes 3rd and goal. stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on 4th down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. He's looking to pass. Trying to find the end zone. He will not pick up the 1st down. The desperation play, and that one might have sealed their fate.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time because now I get to get all my other guys. The guys that don't get to play that much, we're up. This game's over after that missed 4th down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, like Jesse Parker, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards. If that's your thing.
They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
We've seen this guy have tons of success. He had over 100 yards right before that run, but defense gets the better of him there. Nice job of adjusting up front. Good job being physical by that D-line, too.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on 3rd down. Backed up in their own end, a quick hitter might work. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
Did you see the replay? You're a moron.
Pushed back behind the chains. It's 1st and 15. Back to pass. It's Dobbs. Floating away. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. Line gets set, 1st down.
Put the pressure on,
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And that's a good good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but like, let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but like, let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Second down, he'll throw it. Using his feet to buy time. Complete to the right. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that. Some might have the philosophy to milk the clock. Others have this philosophy. Just keep going at them.
Yeah, until you stop me. And I think the offense, you can tell, it's pretty clear. They're going to keep their foot on the gas, continuing to throw the football down the field, attack, make...
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, the offense is trying to go with a trick play, and they're dialing up the reverse, but the defense had great eye discipline. They tracked the football from the running back to the receiver, and they were able to rally to him and make a big tackle for a loss.
Quarterback making adjustments. To the air, it's Dobbs. He's going to throw deep right side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
You know, I'll give it to the defense here. Obviously, it has not been their day, and this offense has gone up and down the field lighting up the scoreboard, but you're still seeing this defense compete. And on third and long, expecting pass, everybody on the same page, you get the incompletion. That's something positive that their coaching staff can point to when they review the film.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Off play action. Shoots it to the left. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. To the air on first down. Showing the arm strength to the left. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And those corner routes, those quarterbacks that throw the ball with some air and put them towards the sideline, away from the defender. You can tell a little bit maybe underthrown. The defender doing a good job sticking with the play, getting his hand on the football, and getting the deflection.
Oh, they're after him. Dances away to buy time. And as the ball falls incomplete, the clock strikes 0. The latest edition of this in-state passion play is bathed in crimson as Alabama rolls to victory over Auburn in the Iron Bowl. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.